Hello, everybody. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations. And I just have a little bit of this and that just to chit chat. And I thought I would do this video so I can clear my table. And I'm going to be making some changes in how I do things. And I'm probably only going to do one live each week because I've decided that I just shopped my stash and I came across a bag. I'm not going to show what's in the bag today, but I might in a different video. It's all things I've cut out, even cut out many years ago, that I would like to get sewn up and either given to somebody because who I was making for is now a teenager and that kind of thing. But I will share what I have, and I might do some of the things as giveaways, and I'll tell you what size they are. But because pattern made clothing is different than store bought, you can't just go by the size. So I will also do like the neck to the bottom of the piece length or whatever and the chest measurement. Hi, Gail. So that you'll know, if you measure the child you think it might fit, you'll have a better understanding of the difference between retail clothing and homemade clothing or handmade clothing or crafted or whatever you want to call it. It's made by me. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do with some of the stuff I had cut out before. Um, and I think that's all I want to say about that bag because, like I said, I'll pull the bag out and we'll just go through the bag at another time. And so I think I listed thrifty bits first. So I'm going to show those first. And I know that Renee is going to do the glass pieces. I think she's already started it. I haven't started yet because I wanted like multiple pieces, a vase and a bowl, so that I can have like 3 to 5 little mushrooms all together along the front of my house because my house is really, really wide from one corner to the other. And I would like to have like just a little clump of these glass mushrooms as kind of like an accent feature in one of the smaller garden beds that I have in the front. So I showed the other little vase and the bowl that I picked up. Well, yesterday we went to Goodwill and I found a vase and it happened to have a green tag, which the green tags were 25% off. And I've also seen where people take the bowl and then maybe different colored plates, and then somehow they carefully drill through and put a bolt through and make flowers that can stand up. I've seen that as well, but I figure the mushrooms are pretty easy. I noticed in the instructions, it says to use a glass adhesive as well as E6000 or E7000. I've never heard of the second E. I have E6000, but I guess I need to look for a glass glue. But anyway, this one was just too cool for me to leave, especially when it was 25% off. And I thought, what a terrific stem. Look at this. Wouldn't that make an awesome stem? But I need a bowl that's about 4 inches deep and big enough around to go over this part. But doesn't that just look like a mushroom stem? So this will go with my other glass pieces. And when I get a selection of them, that's when I'll work on this glass. And yeah, that is just that. I saw that and there was a punch bowl, but it was way too deep. It was way out of proportion. It came almost to the bottom of the stem, and I want some of this to show. So I'll watch and see if I can get another one at a bargain. And then I have this little bag here that we're going to pull things out of. Now these were $1.99, but this is my preferred footwear during the winter. They've never been worn. $1.99. Can't beat that. Now, does it ever get truly cold, cold? This has got something spilled on it, so I'm going to throw these in the wash. But when it is cold, we don't have any carpet or anything, so I love these in the winter. This one I'm going to use just as it is. And I'm going to put some clear glass beads, not beads, those flat marbles in the bottom just to give it some more weight so that it won't tip over when I put the bowl on. Now the other one, because it's smaller, hang on. Oh, now there's a cat that wants in. Let me let the cat in. I had it open so they could come and go, but then the air conditioner kicked on. There's always a cat cameo, isn't there? This one, this has got a bad crack in it, but I'm using it for this project. This one, I was thinking I would turn upside down so the bottom will be at the top so that I could put one of those solar lights from the dollar store up in the bottom of it and then stick it in the ground. And this was the little bowl I got for that one. And see, it's the perfect proportions. Now I've just got to find one for this honker, and I want as much weight toward the bottom of this one because it's taller, so that's why I'm going to add some glass to the bottom of it, just some pebbles, and they'll just get glued in there. I'm also planning to glue some of the half flat marbles on various places on the bowls when they're upside down. So that gives me 2 different sizes there for mushrooms. And so I showed you these. I'm going to take all the tags and stickers off and throw them in the wash because I just noticed there's something spilled on that, or somebody let their baby chew on it or something. So that's going to get washed. I'll just throw it on the floor. This is something Scott got. It's a cable of sorts there. So I can't tell you anything about it. It's a cable. Then there was 3 like 25-gallon totes of old patterns. The old punch bowl was too deep. I need something that's only like 4 inches deep. The punch bowl that I saw came all the way down here, and it covered up too much of this really cool looking stem. So I'll keep an eye out. But anyway, back to the patterns. Yeah, Gail was the first one in here. She's at the very top. So anyway, I just picked out a few of the more vintage patterns, you know, the patterns that came before they did multiple size patterns, and some interesting crafty patterns. Now, this I think would be so much fun to make, especially if you made multiples for like a small child's birthday party and had them hanging from a tree. But look at these little, wouldn't that be make for a fun birthday? And I don't have any grandchildren. And the nieces and nephews, we won't go there. It's kind of hurtful, so I'm not going to go there. Not going to dwell on it. And I just think these are adorable. And they'd be like a portable playhouse. You could even take it and hang it from something at a park just to let the kids play for the day. Let's see. Did I have any other that were kind of crafty? No, the rest are just vintage patterns. So I'm going to start with the 2 Berta patterns that I got. And this will fit size 3, 3, 4, 4, 6, 7, and 10. And in European sizes, that would be a 92, 98, 104. Yeah, because Berta is a German company, I think. But I saw this, and it kind of read Swedish girl outfits as well. But I just thought it was real cute. These patterns were 50 cents a piece, so course, I couldn't leave them. So I looked at this one, and I almost think you could make it and have the buttons on the front be just sewn on for decoration. I don't think you would need them to get the dress on over the head. So this could be a possibility for Project Dress a Girl. I would have to make one up as it normally is and just see what it looks like. Yeah. And it also comes with the little shirt with the like bubble sleeves. So you get the whole outfit. I don't think you get the little apron, I don't think. You see this little apron here. But, you know, basically what those little aprons like that are, it's a big rectangle gathered up onto a tie. That's all it is. So there is that one. And then this is the other Berta. Now this one, it's got a really cool construction is why I picked it up. It's got 2 buttons in the back, and the back crosses over. So that's the line drawing for the back. It's hard to see, but it's just real simple. And you can put lots of pockets. They've put a pocket on her chest, which I don't like pockets on women's clothing or little girls' chest area. I just don't like pockets on the chest area of a woman. A man can have a breast pocket because they're flat up here. Us ladies, we're not. And to me, pockets just say, hey, I've got boobs behind this pocket. But anyway, this was just a really sweet little dress as well. Now, let's do these. Here's a couple Butterick. And now these are vintage because you only get size 4 and size 6. Now these, I always pray when I buy them, even at 50 cents a piece, that all of the pieces are there. Because if they've been cut out, you know, there's a chance of something being gone. But sweet little summer dress, size 4. And I looked at them, kind of. This one doesn't look like it's ever been cut out. So the pieces are probably all still here. Most of the patterns in those bins were children's and girl patterns. So I'm thinking there was an older lady that liked to sew and she just bought patterns like crazy. So there's that Butterick. And then this one. This is my childhood in a pattern. Look at that. In fact, my mom made me a pantsuit very similar to that. So I had to get this one. Now, this one has been cut out, and they used pinking shears. Don't like that. Don't cut your patterns out with pinking shears. So hopefully all of the pieces are there, because isn't that groovy? Late 60s, early 70s, that was the thing. I just love it. The top, it actually is one big, where is it? Right here. And you put your arms, you button one shoulder, you put your arm in, then you bring the whole thing around and you button your top together. I can't do this backwards. You button it together at the top. So I just thought that was really cool. So hoping all the pieces are here. This one's a size 6 with a breast of 25 inches. Now, that's very different than the pattern companies have now because we've increased the measurement and changed the size over time. Hang on. He's the last one out there, so maybe I won't have to open the door again. Just realized I haven't changed my calendar back there. All right, now I've got a couple McCall's patterns. Again, retro 60s, 70s. This one's a size 2. Look at that. So size 2 would be like this one here. Tippy's found the newspaper. The vase was, well, maybe it'll keep him busy. I did not peek at this one. It has been cut out, so there is a chance there could be some pieces missing, which makes me sad. But we'll see. We'll see. They paid 50 cents and I paid 50 cents. This was 1967. So I was 3 years old when this came out. Isn't that fun? And then, sorry, I'm not reading chat. I'm sorry. I'll do better. You guys hear paper ripping. That is weird that you don't see Gail. She's here. She's chit-chatting all along. For the Berta patterns, yes. I'm pretty sure they're in English. Yeah, they have English. Don't know. I don't know the other two languages at all. Have no idea. This is made in Germany, Offenburg, Germany. That's what I thought. Berta was a German company. So one of those is probably German, and I don't know what the other one is at all. But yeah, the Berta has been pretty good for many years. All right, this one says $1978 and maxi dresses. Oops. I had maxi dress that looked real similar to this. If I can find the picture, I might share it in my group of me wearing this dress, maxi dress, for my birthday that year. And this has the dress with the dress with 3 different sleeves, a hat, and it looks like a little bag, or nope, a little basket. How interesting is that? I might have to make the little basket to go with my Project Dress-A-Girl dresses this year. That was like a bonus. All right, this maxi dress, or this pattern, is a size 10. So a 10 fits, at that time, the breast on a size 10 was 28.5 inches. And I might do a comparison of the size charts from the different time periods. That could be a fun video. I might look through my vintage patterns and then look for some patterns that are now. Of course, now you get multiple sizes in one envelope. And back then you got one size. That was it. So, oh, there's something else in here. Oh, I didn't need these. We have a ton of these, but I always pick them up when I can get them for like 99 cents or less. The little stick-on felt pads. You can put this under bowls, under a chair or whatever, to keep it from scratching your floor. Did I see Cheryl? Hi, Cheryl. And there's Teresa. And I'm glad Teresa's here because I got her postcard and I was going to share it. Isn't it pretty? It's a fairy postcard. This came a couple days ago, but I thought I would just save up all my mail and do it as part of this video today. So isn't it pretty? She's got a beautiful fairy and wishes on a stem. That's what my grandmother always called those dandelion seed pods. They're wishes on a stem. So there's that. And then I got this cool one from Janet Nash, and she put it in plastic. And I think it's a little bird. It looks like a little bird to me. But I don't know if she had a beak on him or not. I couldn't see the beak, but it's cute. And it was kind of interesting how she packaged it up to protect it. Now, I know Journey, when she mails stuff out, she just takes chances and she just mails it just as it is. Now, I have mailed fabric postcards just as they were, and they got to their destination just fine. You just want to make sure that everything's pretty flush. I can see why Janet put this one in plastic. It's got quite the dimension to it. You can't really see it, but she's got sequins on there. She's got all kinds of fabric on there, some trim. It's just really cute. I just love this. Now, the postcards, I've been saving the postcards. I'm trying to think of a way to put them in a book so I could still read the back. And I was thinking I might just start looking at putting them together if they're dated by date, and then just do that slip knot binding and just make separate little books that I could flip through. And if I did it just right, I could do different size postcards together. They would just go in and out, but we'll see. So there's that. Then I got a package from Stitch It Pam, and I don't know how she got all this stuff in this envelope. Let me show you the envelope. I'm not going to show you the address. But there was this little envelope, and it was just in there, tight as it can be. I don't know how Pam did it, but she got it all in there. Now, she had contacted me, or we were chatting in Craft and Chat on Thursday, and she asked if she had some patterns she picked up at, I think at somebody had passed away, and they had people come through, and they did like a whole house sale of stuff. And so she got a bunch of patterns, and I had most of the little girl patterns that she had picked up. But I told her I could use these. This is a Simplicity. I'm pretty sure somebody picked it up at Walmart. It's $1.97. So yeah. But it's just a basic skirt and some of those wide-legged pants. And I have the perfect fabric for these. I just found it again yesterday. So that was very nice of her to send me that pattern. And I still haven't put it in Trello. So that's why I haven't put it away yet. For anybody that doesn't know, Trello is an organizational tool that you can put on your phone. And what I do is I put the number in, and then I take a picture of the front of it, and I take a picture of the back. That way, if I'm out shopping far away from home, I can still look at the pattern and bring it up and find out how much yards I need, all of that. So that's why these aren't put away yet. And then the other one was another Simplicity. Pretty sure it came from Walmart, but it's just a unisex kind of thing, and it includes the pants, the top, and the nightgown. And I sleep in these shorter nightgowns. I can't stand pants at night. Nope. Panties, yes. Pants, nope. They wrap around my legs, and I wake up in so much pain. So this was perfect for a nightie. And I might make the sleeves shorter because I don't like anything down on my arms too much either. I like to cozy in under the blankets. So those. She included this beautiful little ATC. She signed and dated the back. So I'll put that with the postcards. And then she included this hunk of fabric right here. And it's big enough that I can make some Project Dress-A-Girls fabric. When my sister and I were shopping for fabric, because Rhonda wanted to participate in that program, but she doesn't sew. She's my youngest sister. And so I told her, I said, if you do 2 yards of a fabric, it'll make one dress or one side of a dress. So what she did is she bought 2 yards of several different fabrics. And so she chose fabrics that would go together really well. So each little girl will get basically a 2-in-1 dress, because I'm going to do the pattern I did the very first year, and I'm going to make them all reversible, or most of them. If I don't have something in my stash that'll match this, I can make this straight up just a regular dress, not reversible. I do love the idea of making the reversible dresses, because that gives the little girls choices. And choices are always nice, aren't they? So that's got to be stitched on the edge, and I'll throw it in the wash. That's just something I do with any fabric that comes in the house. Not only does it remove sizing if it's brand new fabric, it also, when you wash and dry something, you take away that possibility of shrinkage. And you don't want to spend, 4 to 6 hours making something, which basically it's more than that, because if you add in the time to do all your pre-wash of your fabric, iron the fabric, lay the fabric out, cut the pattern out, not to mention the alterations you might have to do, because patterns will not fit everybody immediately out of the envelope. I can't stress that enough. They will never fit you straight out of the envelope. If they do, it'll be something that's loose fitting. So that's why I pre-wash everything. And I never use, when I'm doing the pre-washing, no fabric softener, none. Never put fabric softener in on anything that you're going to sew up. Any fabric softener, whether you're doing it in the washer or especially if you're using dryer sheets leave a flammable product on your clothes. It makes your clothes more flammable, FYI. And it also, the fabric softener retards the ability of any iron-on interfacing to stick to the back of the fabric, because it leaves a residue. The residue will mess you up. That's why if you pre-wash, don't use any fabric softener. If you want your interfacing to stick and stay stuck, no fabric softener. I think that's all I was going to say about that. Yesterday we went to Dollar General because we had bought some stuff before, and you know how they always give you that $5 off, $25 purchase if you go on Saturdays. So we had one of those coupons. So we went in and we looked and we got some food stuff. They sell milk and, things that we would normally pick up. Well, they had these little blank books and they were marked 10% off. The label had a little 10%. You get 4 little blank books, and it was like $3.85. And I thought these could be a fun little book. If we take a trip or something, this could be a very good book to use for like a trip remembrance book. You could tape or glue things in it. You could write in it, and you'd end up with a travel journal. That's the word. And I thought they were a really nice deal. $3.85, less than $1 a piece. Can't pass that up. And that was the crafty bit I got. And then the last thing I have is the thank you items. I got a little paycheck in from YouTube, from Google. And I wanted to share some of the things I picked up. So I didn't bring it in here. Hang on. Who's opening kitchen cabinets, Howard? Why are all these cabinets open? I think I showed you guys this from Yarnspirations. It's a crocheted lunch or casserole tote. And I was working on it, and you need metal rings here. So I got a whole box of 1.5 metal rings. And these will work for a multitude of things. So that's why I got the whole box. This has 24 metal rings. And each of these totes takes 3 rings. So this is the handle here. And then each of the other 3 sides have a metal ring on them. And so what you do is, I'm going to go across here, and you slide your handle through that ring. Then you bring a side up, slide that handle through that ring. And then you slide this one on here. And there's the tote. This took a while because it's all single crochet, but I should have something to put in it to show you guys how it would work. Hi, Joyce. So I the rings make it kind of heavy. And I'm thinking about when I put this in the washer and the dryer, I'm going to hear those metal rings. Unless I put it in a lingerie bag, I'm still going to hear them bang, but it won't be as bad if they're in a lingerie bag. Scott's going to do a test run with it and see if he can deal with it. Uh, okay. It'll be a different than I normally do. And I think I prefer the cloth ones that I make a lot better than this one. But this is 100% cotton. And if this will work, and it folds nice and flat. So that's why I bought those rings with some of my money. Kathy's here, Dar's here, Cheryl's here, Teresa, Dee Dee. Yeah, that's exactly what she does. Another thing I got was a variety pack of Gutermann thread. And these are the smaller 110 yard or 100 meter rolls, or spools. And it's a variety of colors. I still have a lot of thread back there, but I'm running out of some colors. And I thought this would give me a chance to see what some of these colors are that maybe would match some fabric in my stash. So I got that. And then the last thing I picked up with some of my YouTube money was this pattern for this cool sling bag that you can wear just over one shoulder, or you can put it crossbody. And it's called the Sling Along. It's by Studio Cat Designs. And I think I'm going to make one for my niece to try it out. But I need to there's a bunch of different clips, and there's a slide buckles, swivel snap hooks. I have some nylon webbing in my stash, but I need to see what size it is because I need some at 1.5 and some at 1. And then you need 38 inches of double fold bias tape, which I would make my own so it would match the bag because I have those little things you run it through and iron it and make your own bias tape. But you also need D-rings, side release buckles. And I kind of need to shop my stash because I have some of this stuff. And it gets pricey when you start adding up all of these, snaps and clips and things. Joann's especially, they think the world of their things like that. I think they're running a sale this weekend. If you buy 3, you get 3 free, but even 3 items at $4, that's $12. So think about it. If you didn't have the sale, that'd be $24 just for hardware. So anyway, my niece is a choral teacher. She sings opera herself. So I have these. I got that one and that one. So I'm thinking I'll line it with this one and use the colored here on the outside. And I think you have to have, I need a 1/2 yard of contrast. So either black or pick one of the colors. She would probably like purple or blue. So that's those paired up. All right. So I think that's everything. So let me see what you guys are doing. I'm going to try to finish up my shell stitch today. I need to focus on it. I've been having some trouble with my hip now that my knee is not hurting. Now my hip is hurting. So I've been sitting a lot, although we did walk along the river the other night and we saw those blue herons. And that was just so cool that I caught both of them flying. I had a feeling that when the one flew by, that other one would follow. So they could be a pair. Buy 3, get 2 free. Okay, well, We love to go to the river. It's looking like rain today. Scott's not feeling so good. He had a really bad night. He had bad dreams, and we both had bad stomach. And I think it's because we had ice cream yesterday, just little bowls of ice cream, and it didn't settle well. So I think he's probably going to take it easy. The cats are trying to get him to take it easy. Howard's already been in his lap. And I don't think I have anything else. See if I got anything picture-wise on my phone to remind me of anything. I take pictures of all kinds of stuff. Oh, the pink mimosa trees. There goes another cabinet open. The pink mimosa trees are in full bloom. I haven't posted that picture, but they are so beautiful. And we had a question, and I don't know if anybody else would know this, but we noticed that some of the mimosa trees have a really intense fuchsia pink. And then there could be another one right next to it where it's a baby pink. So I'm wondering if it had, I'm going to look it up, but not right this minute. I'm going to look it up. I love mimosa trees. They do not like to be transplanted. They want to live wherever they land. So I don't have any in my yard. This was last night's sunset. We had actually gone down to the clay pit parking lot where we actually rescued Bernadette from years ago. Somebody has dumped the most beautiful black rabbit down there. And we noticed that other people are feeding it too. We bought, when we went to Tractor Supply and got bird seed, Scott said, I want to get some rabbit pellets or rabbit food for that poor little rabbit. So we dropped some food down to see if he would come and eat it, but he ran away from Scott instead of coming over to it. I said, well, once we leave, he'll probably hop over and eat it. And Scott noticed that somebody has put lettuce and carrots down for him. So, yeah. That's the video playing of the heron. I didn't want to play that. Oh, we saw some wildflowers down at the river too. I should post these pictures, but this was the most dainty little pink flower. Don't know what it is. Need to do a Google Lens and search it out. And then this little flower. So the wildflowers are in bloom right now. And I remember one year we went down in that area and we parked and we were just walking along that road. And a policeman came and asked us if we were lost. And we said no. And then he was dying to know what we were doing. I said, we're just taking pictures. Of what? People are so freaked out by people taking pictures. You guys, if you're in public, you're in public and anybody can take your picture. You can't tell them they can't take your picture because you're out in public. You're in the public domain. So, and if they're on the sidewalk that everybody shares, they can take a picture of anything they want. You might not like your picture taken, but you're in public. So that's just my feeling. You had a mimosa tree. We had a couple come up in the yard, but then we cut them down because they were between the fences. And that's just a nightmare. We've got that nightmare going on with the people that abandon cats. Uh-oh, Gail lost power for a sec. Yep, I think dryer sheets are just a bad idea. Really bad. Let's see. Gail Dee says she can't see you. The Gutermann thread is really, it's a good quality, great quality thread. I'm trying to use up my Coats and Clark from some of that's old. People say that Coats and Clark isn't any good, but that's the only thread I've ever used, and I've never had a problem with it. unless it's really, really old and the sun has like damaged it in some way. I am a little concerned about having it right there because we do get the evening sun. I'm thinking about making a curtain for that door. Maybe something cool like patchwork, a patchwork curtain for that door. That will totally freak Howard out though, because he won't be able to see in. It's so funny because he'll go bam, 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 bam on the screen door. And then you'll see him going, you dug one up and replanted it? Well, if we try to do that here, they just don't make it. They don't like to be transplanted. I think it's because it's so dry here most of the time. I've not had any luck moving one. Oh, cool. Maybe because it was small. They do grow fast. Scott told me what they're related to, and I can't remember what he said. So I have some redbud trees all come up on the side. Some of them have gotten too big to move. I might leave one and then try to transplant some of the smaller ones to the front yard. I would love to turn the front yard into kind of a woodland retreat for the squirrels and the birds. And if it's all in flower beds and trees, then they can't get on me about the grass being over 8 inches tall. Because I like to leave the dandelions, which their heads come up above 8 inches. I like to leave the dandelions for the bees. If you don't have bees, for anybody that doesn't know, if you don't have bees, your food is not going to get pollinated. I'm sorry. Bees are important. Soapbox. So I guess I'll get off here and I'll go work on my shells because I know Joyce is ready for the next stitch, and I think there are several other people. I have made a sweater, but I ran out of yarn before I got done. I've ordered more. I ordered another 3-pack of the Soho yarn. Not going to show it until it's finished, but I did a bag-o-day chunky sweater, and I put a link to it in my Facebook group. But mine, I've made only 35 rows, and then I've made the sleeves like real short. Because here I don't need a long sleeve sweater. Most people keep their houses too warm anyway. The main thing is when I get chilled, I just need my core to be a little bit warmer. So this is just to wear like over a short sleeve dress like this. And to go into like, we went to the Ruby Slipper, which is in the old Yesterdays in 5 Points downtown or in Columbia near USC. And I swear their air conditioning must have been set at 60, but I went there with my sisters and we had brunch. Was it last Sunday? I don't know. I don't remember when we went. Monday we did that. And Rhonda and I just sat there and just shivered. Robin was smart, but they had told her at the hospital that if she even got a scratch on her leg, she wouldn't have been able to have her knee replacement on Wednesday. So she was in jeans and a t-shirt. So she was okay. But Rhonda and I were both in sundresses and we were just sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, it's so cold in here. And yeah. So I would have loved to have had that sweater that day. A note on my sister, she had her knee surgery. Everything went fine. She's recuperating at home. And man, they don't keep you no time. She had the surgery and that by the evening, she was out of the hospital. She was back home. And she's got the big Band-Aid down the front of her knee. And her sweet husband helped her set up so she could be outside for a little bit. He got her into a chair that she could get her leg up and she could be outside and not sitting in the house anymore. And so, yeah, that was nice. I'm looking. Yep. There's her feet. She's outside on her deck under her big triangle umbrella thing that they put on their deck. So now her knees match. They have the big long stitches down both knees. She really tore her knees up fencing. So she doesn't do fencing anymore. She's joined the knitting group instead. So she sits and knits with the other ladies that knit medieval garb of sorts. So yeah. Anyway, a mimosa is in the pea and legume. That makes sense because their seed pods are like an English pea pod, but much longer. And let's see, anything else? No, not really. If you haven't seen the recipe video I did yesterday, I have a recipe video that I did using leftover ham and potatoes. I see some people have left comments and stuff. So I'm going to let you go. Lori is on. If you want to go watch Paint Girly for a bit, she's over there probably painting. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.